Hey YouTube, welcome to another video from Skinny Medic. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for all the support through Black Friday, Cyber Monday. You guys were awesome to us at Medical Gear Outfitters. So I had a phone conversation with a friend actually yesterday that said, hey, my daughter just passed her EMT and we're looking for some gift ideas for Christmas for her. And so we kind of talked through some things I would recommend, some things I would look at. And I was like, man, this would make a great video. So if you have a first responder, EMT, paramedic, firefighter, even police officer that is in your family that you're looking to buy a Christmas gift, here's my top 5 that I would recommend. And really no particular order, maybe the first one I'm gonna give you is probably the one I would recommend the most. All right, so the first one that I would look at if I had a first responder family member is a stethoscope. The ones we put on the ambulances are super cheap. Like they're the cheapest ones we could buy. And you really can't hear a lot of things with them, especially 43. I've been in EMS for a long time now. I can't hear very well in the back of the ambulance. So a good stethoscope is gonna be what you're gonna wanna look for. To me, a Littman is the best for first responders. Like a Littman cardiology, this one here is a Littman Core, it's electronic, but get a good quality Littman. I'm sure there's other name brand stethoscopes out there, but that's the one I would point you guys towards. And if you are interested, I did a full video on this Littman Core electronic one. I love it. Being completely honest, the only problem I have with it is I forget to charge it because I'm not on the ambulance every day anymore. So I forget to charge this one, but I still love it. And it's great for hearing lung sounds, heart tones, things like that. The second item I would look at getting a first responder is some kind of trauma kit. Now, be careful when you go to buy this for a loved one because like this RU kit, man, I love this RU kit, but a lot of departments, most departments are very particular of what the officer puts on the vest, on the belt, things like that. So if you buy your brother, husband, girlfriend, wife, whatever, who's a police officer, this kit and it doesn't match exactly, their department may not allow them to put it on their vest, things like that. They can keep it in the patrol car, but they may not be able to actually wear it. So you look at like a pocket kit, things like that. This is a Skinny Medic pocket kit here. Comes with a tourniquet, pressure bandage, gloves, and they could put this in the patrol car, they could put it in their pocket, things like that, able to carry this a little more concealed to have that important gear they need on them. And then obviously, I think if you're an EMT, paramedic, firefighter, these would work great. Put this in your bag. This is for you and your partner, maybe a patient, but to have the ability to stop major bleeding is important for us as EMTs, EMS as well. And while we're on the line of stopping major bleeding, number 3 would be a tourniquet and a holster. The cat tourniquet is our most popular tourniquet. The soft T is another good one. We got plenty of good tourniquets available at medicalgearoutfitters.com. Slide that one in there. But a cat tourniquet, and I would go ahead and buy a holster. For a little bit more money, you're spending good money on a legit cat tourniquet. Stay off of Amazon, people, buying your cat tourniquets because they're not really cat tourniquets. They will fail. So here and then holster. This holster will allow it to mount like sideways or vertical, horizontal, however you want to mount it. It's got webbing on the back that makes it nice and easy to mount. But I like this because it keeps the tourniquet protected, keeps it covered up. I would hope that most departments, police departments, are issuing tourniquets to their police officers, but I have a feeling that's just not the standard quite yet. So a tourniquet, holster, things like that. There again, just be careful buying the holster there because if it doesn't match exactly, or maybe they want a leather holster, things like that. But definitely look at that, and you could buy a holster. They could keep this in their patrol car. EMTs, paramedics, firemen, you can keep this as well. I know a lot of firemen who are running tourniquets on their radio strap. So they have the radio strap going across here. This will mount perfectly. They have their mic they can talk on, and then they have a tourniquet right here on their radio strap because they know that they're going to carry that radio strap on every call, so they'll put a tourniquet there. So my number 3 item is a tourniquet and a holster. So number 4 is going to be a flashlight. I've been carrying this Olight Art for several weeks now. It's good. I like it. It's you guys know Olight, the brand. So this one switches back and forth. Does have a black light. I'm not really sure what the black light is. Especially as a first responder, the black light really scares me when I'm going to see, and when I see them over there. But I've been carrying this for a few weeks, and I like it. I miss the days of the mag light, the 4D battery that you wouldn't hit anybody with it, but you could. But the 4D, remember, I think it was like this big, it was black. I think it was huge. But so some sort of flashlight that they can carry on them, especially if they're working night shift or 24-hour shifts as like EMS and fire department. A good flashlight is important because like our mom was told us, nothing good ever happens after midnight. So a good flashlight is important. And number 5 is some type of trauma shears. Now I'm going to show you, like, I like these little mini X shears, and they just released this tactical holster for the mini. So I think this is really cool. I think this is not going to take up a lot of space on your belt, especially like EMTs, paramedics, like that. So I like the X shears. If you want to look at something extra, you could look at the NAR scissor release. That way, if you're spending good money on these scissors, they don't disappear because these stay retractable. So it stays attached. The Benchmade hook is something else that's another good cutter that cuts seat belts, cuts clothes, things like that. And of course the Leatherman Raptors. I don't have an example to show you. I can put a picture up here if you like. But the Leatherman Raptors are been around for a long time, and they're a good multi-tool, good set of trauma shears that you could look at. So what do you guys think? What's some things that I left off? If you're here, maybe go down in the comments and look and see what other people are saying to buy for first responders. Remember, I'm thinking stethoscope, trauma kit, tourniquet with a holster, a flashlight, and some kind of cutting device, would be X shears, Leatherman Raptors, things like that. So whatever I didn't mention, put down in the comments. Let me know what I missed. Hope you guys have a great holiday. Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for watching. You never know when you'll be the first responder. Remember the right gear and the right training.